Good morning, students. Let's start today's class with the topic rest and motion. What is rest? Rest means if an object does not show any change in its position with time, it is said to be stationary or at rest. For example, a clock. A clock remains on the wall. It is not changing its position. So it is at rest. It will change its position only if somebody lifts it. And an object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with time. For example, the minute hand of a clock, it changes its position in 5 minutes. In the same way, the second hand of a clock, that also keeps on changing every second. So that is said to be motion. Now we will come to the types of motion, the different types of motion. See, the motion, the movement of all the objects, it's not same at every time. There are some objects which move very fast, whereas there are some object which moves very slow. So there are different kinds of motion. For example, the opening of a bud into flower. It's a very slow motion. Okay. Then you have got the movement of sun and moon in the sky. The movement of the minute hand of the clock. These are all examples of slow motions. Now, motions can be of many types. The first one is translatory motion. Translatory motion means the motion in which all the particles of a body moves through equal distance in a given time. So, for example, a moving car. A moving car, if you look at a car, the car, it is moving, the all part of that particular car is moving. It is covering through equal distances. A ball sliding through a slope, a man walking on the road, okay, the whole body is moving. And in translatory motion can be of two types, that is rectilinear motion and curvilinear. Rectilinear motion means the motion in which a body is moving on a straight line. For example, an athlete running a 100-meter race. You all know a 100-meter race. In that, a body is moving straight. A child going down a slide, a car moving on a straight road. These are all examples of rectilinear motion. Curvilinear motion, as the name indicates, if a body is moving in a curved path like this. Curved path. Okay, for example, a child walking on a curved road, the motion of a pencil while drawing a circle. When we draw a circle, okay, it is curved, curvilinear. Or a car taking a turn, a U-turn, that is again a curvilinear motion. Then we come to the second type of motion, which is circular motion. Circular motion, the motion of a body in circular path around a fixed point, when it is moving in a fixed point. Okay, see, when a body as a whole moves on a circular path, it is called revolution, like the earth around all the planets around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun, the moon revolves around the earth. So that is revolution. And when a body undergoes translatory motion in such a way that its parts cover different distances in a given time, it is said to have rotatory motion. For example, that means rotatory means when it is fixed to one position. For example, the blades of a fan. The blades of the fan, even though they rotate, but they move in a, you can say that they are fixed on its axis and they move in a circular motion. Then a spinning top. Spinning top, again you know that the top, it remains and the top revolves, and then the lower portion remains fixed to the ground. So that is a rotatory motion. Random motion, as the name indicates, random motion means when the motion is not fixed. It is not at all fixed. Like the butterfly, flying of a butterfly, motion of an ant, it's not fixed. They can move anywhere, anytime, wherever they feel like. So it is a random motion. Oscillatory motion, you all know when a body moves to and fro about a fixed position. It's moving. The pendulum clock. See, the pendulum clock moves, isn't it? It moves, it is fixed to one point and then it moves to and fro. So the movement of the pendulum. Then the motion of a swing. It goes to and fro, to and fro. So this kind of motion is called as oscillatory motion. Then we have got a vibratory motion, like when the whole object does not show to and fro motion, that is, it is just vibrating, like the strings of a guitar. String of the guitar, it vibrates. Okay, only the strings, that is the string show to and fro motion, but the whole guitar is not moving. So it is the vibratory motion. Periodic motion, children, you all have studied when the motion repeats itself after equal interval of time, that is fixed interval of time. This you have already studied, periodic motion. Like the revolution of the earth around the sun, it is fixed, okay, 365 days. The rotation of the earth on its axis, 24 hours, it is fixed interval of time. Movement of the hands of a clock, that is also fixed now. So periodic motion means which repeats itself after fixed interval of time. Then we have got more than one type of motion, like when the earth revolves around the sun on a circular path, it shows circular motion or revolution. Okay, and then with revolution the earth also moves around its axis, which is showing rotational motion. So the earth shows two types of motion at the same time, that is, it is showing rotational motion as well as circular motion. Okay, so this kind of, there are some motions which show more than one type of motion, objects, they move. Now when a person rides a bicycle, the cycle, here you see when the person rides a bicycle, the cycle as well as the cyclist, they both are showing translatory motion. Okay, the whole body is moving, but the wheels show only rotatory motion. Clear? So here both the motions are going on simultaneously, rectilinear motion and circular motion. In the same way, when you open a screw, the screw shows rotatory motion. It is moving round and round fixed on the axis. But it is also showing rectilinear motion. Why? Because the screw goes straight. So it is rectilinear motion. So these are the motions where there are two types of motions are going on simultaneously. Clear, children? Then uniform and non-uniform motion, the last kind of motion. Uniform motion means when a body moves along a straight line. That means it is covering equal distance in equal intervals of time. See, for example, here the figure is given, the car. The car is showing uniform motion. Why? See, in the first second, it has covered 10 meters. Next second, it has covered 20 meters. Third second, it has covered 30 meters. That means every second it is traveling 10 meters. So this is a uniform motion. And the non-uniform motion is just the opposite. That means it is covering unequal distance in equal intervals of time. So I hope, children, that this much is clear to all of you. With this, we finish with the chapter. Please read the chapter thoroughly. Thank you, children.